So actually today we're going to be doing a thing on the kilo, the best kilo setup and ax-50 setup. This is usually the setup I usually use. I'm just getting in, making a new one. I'm going to go through everything. Just put my camo on, H2O. My favourite camo actually, that actually is it. And yes, if you have the monolithic, you should use the tactical. That's what I would use. That's what I use currently because I don't have the monolithic yet. I'm grinding it for it. I'm just gonna get it. I'm close to getting it. So if you don't have the monolithic suppressor, you should definitely use tactical suppressor. And I don't recommend the lightweight suppressor at all. Now, the barrel. If you can use the Singard Armed Whisper if you have the monolithic. Oh, I forgot. I need to put my tactical on. Right, there we go. Right, back to the thing. If you have the monolithic suppressor, you should definitely use Singard Arms Whisper because it's perfect for it. But if you don't, I recommend using. I have the Regal Retribution. I recommend using Singard 19.8-inch barrel. Laser, it is optional. I don't recommend. Usually you have 30 mag rounds in the kilo. I recommend going with 50. I used to use 100 a lot. I used to use 100 a lot. It didn't really like it. Didn't feel very well. It's very hard to control. So I recommend using the 50 round mag because it does give you. It doesn't take any really thing anyway. It takes aim down, sight speed, movement speed, doesn't really make a difference. So I would definitely use 50 round mag. Now, this can go a lot of ways. I wouldn't use the M203s because it's just a waste of a perk. I actually recommend you could use never use the Gudge. Merc foregrips, okay. Operator foregrips, it's good, but Ranger foregrip, it's actually good, but never use the bipod. The bipod, I do not like the bipod. I've tried it on my friend's kilo. I did not like it at all. So you're gonna want to use this Commando foregrip. Commando foregrip, it is really good. Gives you better aiming stability and recoil, better recoil. So I definitely recommend using the Commando foregrip. Now, this is where it can go optional in the last pick here. You could go loads of ways. You could remember I said the laser. If you have the laser, I would recommend using tac laser, obviously. And yeah, that's probably it. Just go if you have tac laser. If you like lasers, tac laser, or the 5MWA. No, 5M. Yeah, just something not laser. Stippled grip tape. I mean, you should definitely use. You could use that if you like. I recommend not to. But this is just if people like this. Some people like it. Some people don't. So that's with that. And you could also go with, if you really want, you could use a FMJ, but that's really a bit thing. But if you're on multiplayer, actually, you should use definitely sight of hand, better reload speed, or that's probably the best one there, I must say. You should definitely use that if you have that available and you're a multiplayer player. But I'm a Warzone player mostly, so yeah. So that's what your setup be if you don't like the scope. But this is where this is the kilo near the end where I never use this. Don't keep the stock. Don't never go no stock or never take them stocks. I don't recommend them. And this is where you should go. The best scope for this is the VLK optic. Yes, this scope is the best with the kilo, I feel. And yeah, that's the way I have my kilo lined up. I'll show you here. Looking good. There's the barrel, suppressor. So I recommend you should use that as this, and yeah, with then I just whip on them stickers. This is the exact kilo that I use. I actually love this thing. Tried it out. I've been trying it out. It's been popping off. I really enjoy using the kilo. But now, yeah, I'll just go give this wee thing here. Do this and let you see it. And yeah. The favorite part of this kilo that I love, it actually has to be my favorite. It's the VLK optic. The scope is so nice. It matches with every gun, not just the thing. Most ARs it matches with. And yeah, don't forget you could use double grip tape again. Yes. Yeah, and I think that's it for the kilo. Or is there anything else to say? I do not think there is. Right, we're gonna be moving on to the wait. Yeah, actually, you could use that. I was gonna say that you could use that. I recommend using the monolithic if you have it and really grind, and that's why I went back on. I completely forgot, but I wasn't recording like here in this wee bit. But there's all camos you could use. I really recommend using H2O. It's my favorite. I don't know why. I just love the thing. And that's the kilo once again. And yeah, we'll be moving on to the ax-50 now. The ax-50 is one of my favorite guns in the game, if not my favorite gun. This is my favorite gun in the game. Like, if you have this, this is my favorite thing. Trust me, if you know, you know. If you have watched my montage. Again, tactical suppressor is good. Monolithic suppressor, I definitely recommend you use the monolithic suppressor as a definite. And again, but I don't recommend the bipod. Here we go with, it's hard, it's kind of, well, there is two ways you can go about it. You can go with single arm pro, or the 32-inch factory barrel, or the 17-inch. It really doesn't matter, but in my opinion, I personally like the single arm pro again, but at the same time some other people don't. I also like the 32-inch barrel, factory barrel. It's amazing. That's mostly what I use. I do like single arm pro, but at the same time you need that range and you need better recoil control, and you get bullet velocity, which is amazing. And you don't really need aim down, strike speed and movement speed. It is a sniper. I don't recommend using the laser. The laser is pretty useless. I really recommend what is it? I recommend stipple grip tape. If you don't have scribble grip tape, you should use the where is it? Rubberized grip tape. I do not really like the other one. Yes. So at the back of the stock we have the single arm marksman. That is my favorite, and I really recommend you using the vertical zoom scope. It is the best scope in the game for this gun, and that's the way this gun will be set up. Of course, again, I like all them camos, but I think you all know by now what's my favorite camo. H2O. You were right. H2O. My friends might be. Jeez, sorry. H2O. Love the thing. I don't know it again. Saying, and that is, and if we want to go into precise, I use my C4 and my heartbeat sensor. That's what I recommend using. And if you really want to go into detail, we can just go where is it? Cold-blooded. Obviously you're gonna have to have tune up, and you're obviously gonna have overkill. And yeah, guys, that is actually my loadout that I use the most, and it's my favorite loadout. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and yeah, like the video if you want to do more.